5 signs in 5 minutes that you're about to have a huge manifestation. It is on its way. We're going to try and keep this video under 5 minutes, giving each point in under that time. So it's going to be pretty succinct, giving you as much information as I can in that time. So let's jump right into it, starting with number 1. And we're going in reverse order, so we're actually starting with number 5, and it's little manifestations. A lot of times leading up to a big manifestation, like little steps towards a big goal, you will find little manifestations coming in. So for example, if you want to manifest a lot of money, sometimes you'll find smaller amounts coming in first before a overall bigger manifestation will come in. You know, maybe if you want a particular person in your life, you might start noticing little manifestations of noticing those attributes in other people. A lot of times you will notice the smaller versions of manifestations before a bigger one that will take a little more time comes in, but it's a great sign that something huge is on its way if consistently over time you have these little ones coming in. Number 4 is synchronicities. Now, synchronicities can be little manifestations in a way, depending on how you think about it. But if you're having little synchronicities come in all the time, or not even little synchronicities, but just synchronicities where every single day you can notice that there are these positive confirmations coming into your life, it is a big sign that a manifestation is on its way, because you have that positive momentum going. You're not only noticing the positive stuff, but more of the stuff is starting to come into your life. You know, for me, when beautiful things come into my life, certain natural things, maybe, yeah, it could be money as well, like we just mentioned. It could be, you know, whatever else it is, just positive confirmations of the universal laws working in my favor. Again, you are building that positive momentum, adding more energy to, let's just say, that positive energy ball, which will result in a huge manifestation if that's what you've been focusing on or that has been your target or goal. Number 3 is you feel really good a lot of the time. You have to understand, one of the things that is going to allow you to manifest faster and faster and faster is feeling good now. The more you are feeling good, and genuinely and authentically, the more you will attract good to you. The more you feel bad, genuinely and authentically, which a lot of people unfortunately do, the more you will attract to you from that level. And so the more you genuinely feel good throughout the day, the more you are letting go of resistance, allowing well-being in, the feeling of well-being, the feeling of freedom, expression, flow, all of that, and you are allowing manifestations an easy gateway into coming into your life where a lot of people might block them off. So if you are feeling good now, if you are prioritizing your self-care to feel good now, to release the resistance that's causing you to feel crappy, and to allow more of the activities in your life that help you feel good, that is a huge sign that big manifestations are on their way, because you are opening up the doorway for them, you are creating the space for them, and you are not offering resistance to them. It is very hard to manifest big things when you're not feeling good. And if your homeostasis, your default, is not feeling good, that is something you definitely want to work towards. Number 2 is the calm before the storm. Understand that a huge manifestation will take some time because it requires a lot more energy. And there may be a calm before the storm, the ebb before the flow. You have to understand that nature, life, what we are, the process works cyclically. It works in seasons. It's not all like huge manifestation, huge manifestation, huge manifestation. There is a waiting period, a calm before the storm, which we will call your manifestation, ends up coming in. And so the most important thing during this calm is to stay in those feeling good thoughts, to not offer resistance to that manifestation, to take the inspired action that comes up, and to only give scant attention to the manifestation as it is unfolding. Because a lot of people, they will actually do a lot of good things to allow a manifestation in, but then they'll get worried about it, they'll get nervous about it, they'll go like, why hasn't it come in yet? And then start offering resistance towards that manifestation, which ultimately delays it or even causes that energy to dissipate completely to where a manifestation that was on its way may now not come in. And so the biggest thing I can say is keep doing the right practices, keep yourself in that feel-good place, keep doing the things you know help you to manifest things. We give you many of those on this channel, the practices that will help you do that, but then exercise patience. Understand, you know, just to focus your energy on those feel-good now emotions, exercise patience, because there will be a calm before the storm. But if you're going through a pretty long calm and you've been doing right things, I can promise you something is on its way, and probably something pretty big if there's been a relatively long still period. And number 1 is taking leaps of faith all of the time. The more you leave your comfort zone and you take leaps from your heart, the more you are opening up the space for huge, big changes to come in. Because when you go around the bend in the river and instead of holding on or swimming against the stream, you allow for great change, transformational change. Now, of course, make sure you're doing this from your heart. Don't leap into the unknown because you're like, oh, that's a good strategy. It's when your heart is leading you to jumping into an unknown. If you are doing that often, I promise you big manifestations, big changes in in a positive direction, big changes in growth in a positive direction are on their way. It is inevitable. Every single time I've taken a big leap in my life, a leap of faith of not knowing what's going to happen, just knowing that it felt right to go in that direction, it has changed my life radically, majorly, in a very short amount of time, and has allowed incredible changes into my life. All right, guys, so those were 5 signs in 5 minutes that a huge manifestation is on its way. Let me know if you like these more succinct videos. I love doing the longer ones where I get to explain a few more things, but I think this is a cool little way of doing it as well. So let me know other ideas you would like explained in a shorter amount of time down below, and I will consider making a video around those ideas. Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. Remember, you are loved. How'd I do on time? Am I a minute over? I suspect I might be, but it's okay. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video.